Hello Aries, I'm Lucy Ravenstone and welcome to my channel. First off, I'd like to apologise for the delay for February. I had major hiccups where about 4 or 5 of my videos basically recorded half of it, and then the second half I was frozen and only the sound recorded, so I had major issues. And then because I have kids and they are around and they may interrupt right now, it does make timing difficult for me. So yeah, here we are, the 8th of February, and we're getting it out. There may have been a reason why there was a delay, and perhaps the guidance that you need is from this day onwards. So let's just go with that and start. So I'm doing the Celtic Cross. I'm using tarot cards that I got for myself over the Christmas period. Let's do this, guys. Let's see what's in store. So Mercury in retrograde screwed me over. Mercury in retrograde, it's the planet of communication, Mercury. And so it brings forward things to the surface. It can mess about with technology, communication, and all that kind of stuff. It is the friend that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So you may have noticed that in January things were just kind of chaotic, but just it's stuff you need to face. So keep that in mind over the last 2 weeks of January and the beginning of February. What happened to you? What happened for you? What happened to you? Why? What is it showing you? And hopefully this will give you some insight into that as well, and what we need to be focusing on right now. So your energy, what are you embodying right now? Okay, so I feel like you are feeling lack of abundance. This kind of is a victim-y feel. I feel like it's kind of like you just feel like, why me? Nothing good happens to me. Or that you're just kind of in a vulnerable place right now as well. This is not like fully negative. I just feel like that you are out of sorts, and thus you are not attracting the abundance that you deserve, that you desire. But you know, Mercury in retrograde, sometimes if it's been particularly chaotic for you personally, Aries, that it can have that effect. It leaves you feeling a little defeated because you're not ready. You don't feel ready to face it. Of course you are ready, because the universe shoves at you what you need to. And Mercury in retrograde really does just go, look, this is something you need to face. This is something you need to realize. If I remember correctly, I feel like, Aries, what came into your reading for last month, sorry if that knocked you, I just whacked my mic, was this sense of you need to face things and realize that it's not always another person's fault. I'm vaguely remembering something along those lines of it being like you just feeling like it's always somebody else's fault, and sometimes that can really keep these problems coming to us because we're not owning up our part of responsibility in that part, not seeing our flaws, because we are all flawed and we all play our parts in any kind of communication. It's a two-way street. Someone else coming at you with communication it's coming towards you, and you have to communicate back, and you may well be communicating back, you know. Not saying things is a form of communication, and sometimes that's communication that we should be taking. Sometimes not saying things is also a communication when we should be saying things. So apply that to yourself of where that applies to you. But I really feel like communication is a big thing here, and it could be that you are acting too rash, or that you are not acting at all. I keep kind of getting that nudging at me as well, that some people may not be acting where they should be, and be mindful of that. This could be creating boundaries for yourself and being proactive with that. Perhaps you're letting the same people keep coming back into your life when they shouldn't be. Let's see what your challenges and obstacles are. That could shed some light to that for us. Okay, King of Cups reverse. So you actually have quite a lot of reverses in here. Not necessarily bad. Obviously, it depends on the card and the reading that comes through them. However, I feel like it's because there's something that needs to just be really kind of attended to for you, Aries. I feel like it's an area of growth. So we have King of Cups reverse. So I feel like with this, it is our emotions are an obstacle for us. I feel like sometimes you're intuitively reading things wrongly. And it's like, if that sounds really like definitively. You know the word I'm looking for, right? It feels really definitive. That's the word in this. Sorry about that, guys. And it feels like, let me just say this again. Okay, King of Cups. So I feel like this is something that you're battling with. Something that, like how you are sharing your emotions, how you're expressing your emotions. Like, I feel like it's not in a proactive way. This is what I'm trying to say. I get really tongue-tied for a second there. And I feel like it's because there's this kind of reactive energy that I'm getting from you, Aries. I feel like you're allowing your vulnerable side to ignite a fire. You are a fire sign, so you can be very passionate. And I feel like you're allowing that kind of self-righteous, and I feel like I'm being mean to you, Aries, but it kind of feels like it's self-righteous. There's something like imbalanced here. And here with the King of Cups, he is very in control. He takes action, but he takes action mindfully. And this is reverse, and to me I feel like that's the thing. You're being reactive and not mindful with your actions, with your reactions. So this is a challenge for you, is to kind of be in control of yourself. I feel like you need to just flip over that King of Cups, and you need to be in this place where you're like, you know what, I know how I feel, and I know that how I reacted was right, because it was justified. It wasn't just, you know, one-sided. It wasn't just my feelings I took into consideration. I took in both, and I acted because you were coming at me wrongly, or I acted because I was feeling hurt, and you weren't hearing me correctly. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes we bicker and we fight, and it's just two people going at each other and nobody's listening, and you're just fighting with yourself and then getting hurt by the other person's words and actions when you're doing the same thing back to them. This is really feeling like it's resonating through what the message needs to be. So please listen and apply that to you. Some of you will be more strongly, others you may be able to interpret. Remember, when we do have readings that are collective, that we need to understand the triggering messages that come through ourselves and our own intuition as well. So what is influencing you right now? Interestingly, so your passions are what's influencing you. I definitely feel this sense of self-righteousness again, feeling like you are right and you are noble. It is a tiger on this card, and we've come into the lunar year of the tiger. Now this can be quite bumpy for some of us. Depends on your sign, your zodiac, your Chinese zodiac, not your Aries. I am the year of the snake, and the tiger is supposed to be quite challenging for the snake. There are talismans and things you can get for all of that, but that's a totally different topic. But what I'm saying is, this could be the fact that this year is really influencing you personally on a personal level. So check out your zodiac and see what is in store for you. See what is kind of what to stay away from. For example, I have to stay away from heights, climbing at large heights, I think, and also stay away from crowds, which is something I naturally do anyway. I ain't not going to no crowds. So check out that, because that could be something that's really influencing your energy right now. What's driving you? What's forging your way? But yeah, ups and downs is the influence to you, and tension from an outer source as well. Okay, what is your subconscious? Your subconscious is telling me that you're ready for new beginnings, you're ready to travel, but you're kind of feeling vulnerable. I feel like you don't feel like you've made good choices in the past, and this is keeping you not grounded in a positive sense, but keeping you anchored. And so I feel subconsciously you feel a little bit stuck by your surroundings. This kind of need for new beginnings and so to plant some roots. But yeah, travel, new beginning. I feel like this is what you desire, but again, you feel like you're... I kind of feel getting this feeling of claustrophobic, to be stuck, kind of like you're being held back. So I feel this on a subconscious level, that there's a feeling of stagnant energy, perhaps. Something stifling your creativity. Okay, your future position... past position, sorry, is King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is very much investing in something. I feel like for you, Aries, it's like your past, you invested on an idea that was to create abundance for yourself, and you did that. You have all these benefits that you're bringing with you from your past position, and this is what's created your space now, created where you are now. So what you're bringing forward from the past, I feel like you're really bringing adventure and experience and something that you chose to do that it's just created some more color in your life. It's really throwing kind of opportunities, adventure at me with this past position, and I really kind of like that. It's created abundance in your life, and I would like you to see that and kind of see the gratitude there with that. What is in your future? So 3 of Wands, adventure. This is giving me, actually. Oh, crazy, because these cards have little words on them in some places, in some of the cards. And adventure is right there at the top, which I didn't see that at the time. But look, I'll show you the card. She is like an adventurer, and this is just totally giving me those vibes. I feel like there's creative force that's going to help you to see the lighter side. So see, I'm going to pull a card for guidance with this, with my Archangel Michael cards. So I really feel like if you have a look at your life from another perspective, you can see all the joys you've got. And there's room for adventure and look. And this future position's giving me all that. It's kind of giving me that possibilities are endless, that you can pave the way that you wish to. And I feel like there's good times ahead. Some nice fun adventures. I feel like it's going to be a lot more lighter-hearted and possibly lighter in general. It's kind of like leaving your baggage behind and moving forward. And I feel like, to me, how I'm holding these 2 cards together, the past and the future, that where you're coming from by making a decision for yourself, this has created the now, this adventure that you're on. So some guidance with that. Pray will help with situation. So go within, listen to your intuition, know that you're divinely guided. This is a kind of you're on the right path card as well, loosely. Yeah, this is your life's purpose. So you're on the right path. So this adventure and what you're going through right now, like this is meaningful to you, to your purpose, and to your life as a whole at the moment, in the direction you're going. You're being nurtured, you're being kind of caressed by the universe into making the decisions that are great for you, that are good for you. I'm totally feeling this for you, Aries. Go forward fearlessly, and it is reversed, so pay attention. So you are on the right path. Go forward without fear, confidence. This is the right path. You're divinely guided. The universe is leading you towards abundance. Like, that's what I'm feeling for you, Aries. It's really good. So let go of all the them emotions. Let go of the baggage, the people, toxic, let it go. Drop, drop, drop. Like, this is the feel I'm getting for you. And I'm getting all animated because that's really like a passion I'm feeling for you. Like, this could be really great for you, Aries. Really great. Adventurous. So let's have a look. So in your attitude, what is your attitude? Okay, so you're feeling vulnerable right now. This is your attitude. Vulnerability, feeling like lots of things have been coming at you. Mercury in retrograde may have sort of brought this forward, but you're feeling intuitive with it. You're seeing things clearly, even though you're feeling a bit bruised. So don't worry, release the anxiety. I'm going to pull a card of guidance with this on your attitude. How can we improve your attitude? Sense of humor. Look at things from a different perspective. Like, that is the perfect card for this. Look objectively. Know that your issues, your problems, the people are coming from a place of love or from a different perspective. It wants you to see things a little bit more lightheartedly. So even if there are toxic people you're letting go, does not mean you need to hate them. Hating on people is just something that affects you and not them. It does nothing for them. Could not care less half the time. Like, that is you holding on to this hate, and you will literally just think, oh, that person drives me insane, and it will just eat at you. You need to forgive, you need to let go and see things differently, see things lighter, and know that it's not actually negative. It isn't. Like, I feel like it is a positive influence. For starters, it's helped get rid of the people from your life that you do not need anymore. The person that you're asking about is trustworthy, and that, again, both of those cards have said that because this card literally means the person is coming from a place of love. So I feel like the guidance here for this with your attitude is to see things lighter, see love in people's actions, see love in your own actions, see love around you. We're all just doing the best we can, and sometimes even when we're being, like, I'm going to say it, but even when we're being a bitch, like, not nobody, but most of the time, we are not that. That's not who we are. we have those moments when we are, because we feel like we deserve to be, or we feel like that we have been pushed to that. Whatever our reasons are, we are still love, we still care, we're still compassionate, but we have been a bitch. And that applies to other people too. Perhaps they're not our people anymore, but it does not mean that they're horrible. It does not mean that they are hate, because that is such a strong word. Okay, your environment. Okay, so I feel like your environment might not be the best for you, in the sense of it feels like it might be stopping your creative juices flowing. You feel like you cannot have everything that you're desiring at the moment, and perhaps it is, to me it feels like a perspective that it's just limiting what you are able to do with your time, your space. So try and see what you can do there to help with that. Card to help for guidance, new beginnings and fresh start. Perhaps it's time to move on, think of something new, or it's time to embrace newness, new beginnings, fresh start. This means we're turning over a chapter. It means we have good things ahead of us. We are closing chapters, we are opening new ones. Fears, hopes and fears. You're worried about... Okay, interesting. So your hopes and fears are in balance. You are just worried about creating that balance, and you're worried about not being able to have that balance. So this is a silly thing to kind of have fears over, but I feel like you're just worried in general of how things are going to go, which is easily remedied. So I am juggling a toddler now. I'm pulling your guidance with this one. Spend more time outdoors. So basically I feel like your worries are literally just like, you're just worried about stuff. There's just stuff. And when I say that, it's like, it just feels like there's no need to worry. There's nothing to be anxious about. And I feel like, you know, that it just feels like there's just worries, like anxiety. And so spend more time outdoors, relax, allow nature to heal you, allow yourself to gain clarity. Oh no, hang on guys. It's still recording. Okay, so this happened last time and it froze my face and recorded nothing, so hopefully that's not going to happen today. He's pulled the plug out. Anyway, so spend more time outdoors. It is healing, guidance, clarity for ourselves. Honor and trust your feelings. This will gain clarity, and you need to trust in yourself more. And I definitely get this sense of trusting that everything is going to be okay. Your outcome: temperance, balance, harmony, healing, moderation, guidance. This is a really good thing of like saying, because everything is okay and it's going to be okay, and this is your outcome, that you will feel that balance. Temperance is a card of kind of everything coming into it is a healthy balance. It's coming into that contentness. It's coming into being healthy, which is the goal here, Aries. This is what I feel like for you. It's that bringing that mindset into a healthy place. A bit of guidance to help you get to that space. Write about your thoughts and feelings. Okay, so write about your thoughts and feelings can be very literal, but it can also be take note, listen to yourself, think about what it is you want. Why do you want it? How can you create that for yourself? It's about really going within and listening to yourself. So have a go, Aries. See where it takes you. Definitely adventure ahead of you. This is a good time for you, Aries. See things from another perspective. Try it out. And be kind to yourself. So thank you very much, guys. Sorry again for the late February, but it was obviously meant to be. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next month. Thank you very much, Aries.